Hey, YouTube. This is Shells. I am definitely back with another video about Tmau home remedies. Now, I don't talk to too many people who do anything about home remedies, so I think that this is definitely important to us. I'm just to the point where I don't really want to hear about any more complaints. I don't want to hear about anybody's reactions, and I don't want to hear any more sob stories. Today, we're definitely going to get down to a cure. Definitely, I would say stay optimistic and be as positive as possible. Okay. All right. So, for CMAU, all right, I've been through my journey with CMAU. Those who watch my video, I definitely been through a long journey. I mean, when I tell you a long journey, a long journey. And guess what? I'm that bad of a chick where I could take this journey. Yeah, I said it. Okay. All right, here we go. I want to talk about a few remedies. I'm not trying to exclude the men, but a lot of this is pertaining to the women. But I would definitely like for the men to definitely step up and listen to some of these remedies because it could definitely maybe help them in some ways as well. As far as remedies is concerned, the first thing I want to touch on, ladies and gents, is something called a hydrotherapy colonic. A hydrotherapy colonic is one of those colonics where they put the tube on your backside. When I say backside, I mean your butt. They pretty much put a tube in your butt, and what they do is they cleanse you out pretty much. They cleanse you out, all right. It also cleans the intestines. I probably went for a hydrotherapy colonic probably about, I would say, a year ago. Okay, I went to get a hydrocolonic a year ago, and it was very intriguing. It was something different. It was funny because as the nurse practitioner, she hooked me up to a machine. Okay, she um, stuck a tube in my backside, and she hooked me up to a machine. Okay, um, and what the machine does is that it sucks the unwanted waste out, any kind of thing that needs to be identified in that unwanted waste. That's what she was able to do. So it's like a little machine, and then all the waste is being passed through a little tube. And what she did was she identified everything, every kind of candida, albicans, and things of that nature. And the first thing that she identified when it went through the tube was Candida albicans. She said, "Oh, you got Candida albicans." She said, "You have an overload of Candida albicans." So that's exactly how I knew that Candida albicans is a connection with TMAU. Matter of fact, it might just be an overload of Candida albicans. Now, how I stopped from it being an overgrowth, that's what I haven't come to the understanding of. But what I want to say is that everybody in their area has the hydrotherapy colonics. All you have to do is contact a spa, or either contact a neuropath doctor or a doctor who handles holistic medicine. They can give you a referral. You would definitely have to pay out of pocket. Everybody that I've called has to pay anywhere between $90 and $250. Your insurance will not cover it because it's holistic. A lot of people that do holistic neuropath work, they pretty much are licensed under their own entity. Okay. Let's see here. Ladies, another remedy that is that I've been using is organic coconut oil and tea tree oil. What you do is that you pretty much take a scoop of organic coconut oil. You put 3 drops of tea tree oil in it. You put it in an aluminum foil. You let it freeze, and then you pretty much insert it in you as if you were inserting a tampon inside of you. Tea tree oil has so many great different things that it can assist you with. It definitely assists you with odor, bacteria, fungus, and different things of that nature. It has a lot of cleansing properties. I would definitely say invest in tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is something great. Okay. Another remedy, and this is for the men and women, is sea salt baths. If you pretty much run you some hot water and put you some sea salt in it, sea salt really has a way of cleaning a whole lot of bacteria. It makes your body feel a whole lot cleansed. It makes you feel like your pores are clean from the inside out. Sea salt is one of those natural remedies, passed down from generation to generation. I would definitely say invest in some sea salt. You can go to the grocery store and you can go to Food Lion, wherever to get you some sea salt. Sea salt is all over the place. Let's see. When I did my previous video, a young lady, she had messaged me. She stated that she was using with sea moss tablets and activated charcoal. She said they go hand in hand. I really did not get into any specifics with her. I did not get into any specifics with her, like how long it takes to work, the brand, or anything of that nature. But she did state to me that you're able to buy sea moss from Amazon. And as far as activated charcoal, you can go to any pharmacy, Walgreens, Rite Aid, to be able to get that. So that should definitely be something simple. I don't know if you have to have a strict diet with the sea moss and activated charcoal, but I would definitely say, you know, do it. I don't see how this will hurt anything. Definitely try it, because everything doesn't work for everybody. You may have one person who uses kefir and it may work for them, and then you may have somebody who using kombucha and that may work for them. Every specific thing does not work for everybody. So I would definitely say, if you got a handful of things that you're using, I would definitely say, use them. Take full advantage. Is you just don't know what's gonna really work, but if you don't try, you're never gonna know. So I would definitely seek out all my options pertaining to this whole TMAU thing. Like, once again, I tell you, this is your life. You only got one life. Preserve it. If you feel like something's gonna help out, definitely use it. As I did say, kombucha and kefir. If you go to TMAU on YouTube, pretty much we have so many different videos about success stories when people are using kombucha, and I'm hearing more success stories with the homemade kombucha. As far as the homemade kombucha is concerned, you have to ferment it, which means that you have to make it. You have to let it sit 2 weeks or so for it to get to where it needs to be at, and then you consume it. Right now, I am using it. Right now, I have a batch of it that's being fermented right now. The reason why I'm attached to the kombucha is because I'm gonna give you a story. I had went into the grocery store to go grocery shopping for my kids. Probably, I would say probably about 2.5 weeks ago, and I also use this oil. It's called YSL Saint Laurent, and normally when I go somewhere, I just try to get in and get out. I don't try to have too many conversations. I don't try to, come into contact with too many people. So, I was in the line. This is so funny because I wasn't ready for this myself. I was in the grocery line, and I turned around and I didn't see anybody who was too far from me. I didn't hear any allergic reactions, no coughing, no sneezing. I even turned around and looked at a few facial expressions and I didn't see any expressions. And this guy, the guy it was a security guard that was actually in the grocery store that I was in, and I was giving the cashier lady my method of payment so I could pay for my groceries and everything. So the guy was like, he said, and he was he was sniffing. He said, "What is that you got on?" And I'm looking at him like, "Oh, you trying to be funny?" Because I'm automatically on the defense. It's so sad that we've been attacked so much with reactions and comments that we were on that we're always automatically on the defense. And he was like, when I said, "Are you trying to," I said, "You're trying to be funny." He said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Whatever you got on," he said, "it smells so good." And I'm looking at him. I'm looking at his body language. I'm peeping him out. I'm tearing this man apart. And I knew that he was genuine because literally he walked with me out of the store. And instead of me having to put my own groceries up, he literally was helping me put my groceries up and everything. He was like, "Where did you get that from?" He asked me where I got the perfume from and everything. Now, normally when I apply perfume or oils or something, it really doesn't really do me any justice. But he was just so intrigued, and like I said, I knew it was genuine because he got closer and closer to me to the point where he walked out of the grocery store with me, put my groceries in the car. I'm like, whoa. I was like, this kombucha must be really doing something. So that definitely was a positive sign for me. So I think that I would probably say I probably need to consume more instead of just like one glass a day. I think probably like 2 to 3 times a day. So I would definitely say if you're on the whole kombucha routine, I would say you need to ferments more. Not just one jar every time you do it, but I think you need to ferment more. Okay. Let's see here. Water. Water. Please, definitely, it's very imperative and very important that you stay hydrated. 70 to 80% of our body consume water. It consists of water. Water definitely flushes the system. It flushes the blood. You'd be surprised. Water is very, very powerful. It is a very powerful agent in dealing with TMAU. If you could drink a jug a day, I would definitely say drink a jug a day. Also, when you are bathing, I would definitely say the Bragg's vinegar with the mother at the bottom of it. Put a capsule of Bragg's vinegar in your bathtub, and also a capsule of Clorox bleach. Not a whole lot of bleach, but a capsule of Clorox bleach. It does wonders as well. It cleans the pores and a lot of other things. Now that's pretty much for the body. The next thing I want to touch on is the breath. We all know that TMAU can travel. It travels to different parts of the body. It can travel to the breath. It could travel to the pores, and then it travels to the urine. It's a lot going on. It moves to different places. Okay, one day the TMAU may be on 10, and then the next day your TMAU might be on 2 or 1. On a day-to-day basis, you really don't know what it's gonna be like. So I would definitely say try to lessen it as much as you can. As far as the breath is concerned, I do have a natural remedy that I be using that I just started. It is gargle with warm sea salt, baking soda, and also lime. I have a cup. I just pretty much just squeeze the lime in a cup. I also put baking soda in it and sea salt, and then I put a capsule of water. I will stir it together and I gargle it. And then what I'll do is I put a top over it, and I can put it in the refrigerator and use it the next day and the next day. A tongue scraper. It's very important to get a tongue scraper. Scrape all the saliva and the bacteria off of the tongue. That will definitely make you feel so much better. Peppermint essential oil. Get a cup, put at least 3 to 4 drops of peppermint essential oil, swish it around in your mouth, gargle it. It makes you feel minty, fresh, and all of the above. I'm already on the whole essential oil tip anyway. Tea tree oil, peppermint oil, eucalyptus, all of the above. I'm trying to tell you that's where it's at. That's something really good. Definitely floss daily. Okay, floss daily as well. Let's see here. We already spoke about that. All right. And your diet. Your diet is probably one of the most important factors in dealing with this issue that we deal with. I have cut meat out of my diet in terms to red meat, pork, red meat. I eat a whole lot of vegetables. I also do eat chicken and fish, and I will do seafood sometimes, which probably is not the best idea, but I don't do red meat. And I also don't do pork. One of the reasons why I don't got anything against red meat and pork, y'all don't get mad at me for you pork eaters and you red meat eaters, but because of how our intestines and is set up with TMAU, and we can at any given time have a TMA overload. I think that because the red meat in the pork chop, it takes so much, like, different pork and things of that nature, it takes so much longer to digest those different sorts of meats. I think it would be smart to stay away from that and try to go more towards things like fish and chicken and things of that nature. All right, because you definitely need some kind of protein. Let's see. Definitely a whole lot of fruits and veggies. Thank you very much. Fruits and vegetables are very good for you. I already touched on the body. I touched on the breath. The next thing I want to do is touch on how to release stress when dealing with TMAU on a day-to-day basis. I do work out 2 to 3 times a week. If I'm more motivated, I might probably do 3 to 4 times a week. Okay. Working out is definitely a major stress reliever. It makes you feel wonderful about yourself. And then also it'll make you feel good about yourself. If you want to lose that 10, 15 pounds you've been trying to lose for the last few months, I would definitely say working out, it makes you feel good. It puts you in a good state of mind. It's a healing. It's healing therapy for me. Meditation. I do carry sage. When I do meditation, I do carry sage. I definitely try to preserve my energy. I am an energy person. I deal with a lot of different energies on a day-to-day basis, and I definitely don't want any kind of negative energy around me. If it is, I'll definitely get rid of it. It's not a problem. And one of the reasons why I'm so cutthroat with that is that dealing with TMAU is already a job. Dealing with this on a day-to-day basis is already a job. It's already hard enough. So to put any unwanted extra stress on you, I feel like you're trying to kill yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. Okay? Get rid of it and focus on what you need to do for yourself. Let's see here. Massage therapy. Massage therapy is so great. I'm trying to tell you, if you all feel, you know, your body is just telling you that you need to relax. You feel a lot of pressure in the back of your neck. Whatever the situation may be, you're irritated. Your body needs to release all of that unwanted stress. Stress is a killer. We definitely know that. I pay $60 $70 for probably a 30 to 45 minute session with a massage therapist. I walked out of there feeling like $1,000,000, man. I felt like I needed that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like every bit of pressure that I went, every amount of stress when I went in there before I got, the massage, when I walked out, I felt like a whole completely different person. I was just like, wow. I mean, and sometimes you really don't know how TMAU really affects the mental, the physical, the spiritual, man. It's so deep, like you need that. Preserve your energy. Definitely get that massage. Get whatever it is that's going to make you feel better dealing with TMAU. Definitely get it done. Positive thinking, positive thinking. Yes, positive thinking. I'm going to be honest with you. When I first found out that I had TMAU, it was negative, 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 negative. I was younger when I first found out. It was very irritating. I couldn't understand why I was going through this. I just didn't want to even really wrap my mind around having to go through this for the rest of my life. And I'm still never going to really wrap my mind and settle and say that this is not a it's not a cure for this. This is never ever gonna go away. I'm gonna have to go through hell for the rest of my life. That was the younger me. The older me, I'm more wiser. I'm smarter. Emotionally, I'm better. Spiritually, I'm better. I think outside the box. Optimistic thinking. Things are a whole lot different now than they actually were when I first actually had it. When you have TMAU, if you were an image seeker or an image person before TMAU, when you grow up, you will no longer be an image person. You will not care what they say, what they think, how they smear your name, how they disrespect you. You will no longer be an image seeker the older you get. With TMAU and the older you get, it's always going to be focused tunnel vision on what needs to be focused, whether it's your children, whether it's your bills, whether it's your education, whether it's your career. TMAU, the great thing I like about this, because it is a gift and it's a curse. The thing that I love about TMAU is that it keeps you focused. It keeps you tunnel vision. While everybody else is having a good time partying, drinking, getting high, doing whatever they're doing, because you have TMAU, you don't want to be around a whole lot of people. Your goals will be more important to you. It opens up your eyes to the most important aspects that are in your life. It's okay to go out. It's okay to have a good time. It's okay to enjoy yourself. But with TMAU, because you feel like you are limited, it'll always keep you on the right page. It's a constant reminder. I feel like with TMAU, it's a constant reminder that you have to focus on you. You have to give yourself self-love. You have to focus on everything that's going to build your self-confidence up to the point where nobody can tear your self-confidence down. So that's the gift in it. The curse in it is that sometimes it feels like a bad cloud. It's like everywhere you go, it follows you. You feel like it's a bad cloud. But I can tell you that dealing with TMAU, your approach with it is everything. Your attitude with it is everything. The way you carry yourself is going to be everything. You'll be very surprised. Like, you can suffer with this, day in and day out. But on a mental basis, how you think and how you carry yourself, it really plays the most important role in having TMAU. TMAU does not embarrass me. TMAU, it doesn't bother me anymore. I've pretty much had people probably say the worst indirect things to me, and I think that I've become numb to it now. It doesn't even bother me the way that it used to bother me. Now I'm on a whole nother level with TMAU. I'm on a whole nother level because I know the disease is not me. It's something that I have, but it's not who I am. I preached this on my last video. It is not who you are, is pretty much what you're going through. And I definitely be praying to the ancestors on a regular basis. Send us a cue. If I meditate about anything, if I pray to the spirit gods, if I pray to the ancestors, the first thing I'm praying for is a cure for TMAU. And you all got to know that it's definitely coming. If y'all looking at this video, once y'all do look at this video, be praying with me saying it's a cure that's coming. That's that positive thinking. All right. The last thing that I definitely want to touch on with you all today, the biggest thing I want to touch on with you all today is that consistency always wins the race. This situation with TMAU, it did not happen overnight. Gradually, what happened is that there was a TMAU overload, and it was an overload that just continued to, it kept growing and it kept growing and it kept growing. There is no easy fix with TMAU. Whatever you're doing, whether you're using kefir, whether you're using kombucha, whether you're going to the hydrotherapy colonic sessions, it's something that you can't do one time and expect the best results. You have to be consistent. If you go to the hydrotherapy colonic, you need to go at least 7 to 8 times. One session isn't going to do it. As far as a diet, ladies and gentlemen, if you be on a diet for 2 weeks, it's not going to work. It's a lifestyle change. It's a mental thing, okay? You have to stay consistent if you want to see results. You can't just go eating good for 1 week and then go eating fast food for the rest of the month and expect your whole situation to change. Yes, it was a step in the right direction, but you have to stay in that step. If you really want to pretty much get through this, if you want to do good, you're going to have to be consistent. Consistency wins the race. This is your girl Shells, back with another video about TMAU. I had to come at you all again today. You know why. I got a lot of love for you all. I'm going to continue to have love for you all. I'm going to also continue to do these videos. I know people are going through a lot. Sometimes some people go through a whole lot of depression, whether you feel like you want to commit suicide, whether you feel like you just don't want to live anymore, whether you just feel like you're at your end with Tmau, definitely check my video out. It is still good people out there. It's people that are still accepting of us. Don't always think that this is the end of the world, because it's not at the end of the world. Surround yourself with positive people, people who rock with you, who love you, who love everything about you, the positive, the negative, whatever the situation may be. Okay, definitely surround yourself with good people, because it is still good people out there. There are still good people that still do have an open, optimistic mind about what's going on in your life, and they know that you can't control what's going on with this whole disease. If you all have any questions, if you definitely want to reach out to me, my email address is CLASSYLDY83@outlook.com. This is your girl Shells. I love you all. Definitely stay classy and definitely stay sassy.